Well, there's a lot international dimension to it.
Yeah.
The geopolitical tension, and in this regard, let's quickly look at the U.S. Federal Reserve. They have done their own cut in October,
Yeah,
and many are still expecting maybe this November, December they will still do a cut. And many are pointing to the fact that if U.S. Federal Reserve can cut, who is CBN that cannot cut?
Yeah.
If banks in Europe are cutting, who is CBN that cannot cut? But this is one leg of it. But the other guys who are also now, no, don't just look at U.S. Federal Reserve. Look at the geopolitical tension,
Exactly.
the crude oil price that is not giving anybody any joy at any point in time as we speak right now. Also look at that. But what's your take on that?
Yeah, so I think that as well, the US and Nigeria are very different, you know, in terms of operations, even governance. Yes, so I know that globally it's a like rate cut season everywhere. Either you're cutting or you're holding. I mean, we saw China holding, we saw the US cutting, the EU, the UK, yeah. But for Nigeria, we won't take that same route. Yes, of course, our macroeconomic factors are the indices. They look great, you know. We could even say, oh yes, the CBN will do a 50 bips cut at this next meeting. But we should not allow the fact that other countries are cutting their rates, you know, to make us cut our own rates without looking at the macroeconomic factors. Yes. So, and we all know how Nigeria is very susceptible to global tensions.
Exactly.
I mean, Trump just said, oh, Nigeria is a country of particular concern, and we saw the way investors pulled out from the stock market. The market crashed, you know, our Euro bonds, the yields went up because the price was going down. Yeah, so given that we have a very volatile economy, yeah, so we cannot just replicate what other developed economies are doing as well. Yeah, we need like more background, you know, more intention, you know, more checking and all of that here before we make decisions.
With our discussion now, let's not contextualize in the aspect of the stock market.
Okay.
You have seen the last 1 week or about 2 weeks, a very bearish outing, a loss of over 7 trillion naira. What do you think is, you know, making market to look too bearish at this point in time? Because in November, there was a projection at go ahead that November will be a super harvest on Nigerian stock. Oh, here we are. It's like everybody's running a loss. Well, let's have your take on that.
Okay, so I think I would start from the year, beginning of the year. Yeah, so as at September, October, I think year to date, the NGXASI had like 45% return on stocks. The market was bullish. Some stocks were giving 700%, 600%, yeah. But then there were things that happened in September and October that affected the market in November. The most common one now, the market rally.
Exactly.
So for people who do investments, you know, brokers, you know, strong investors, they know that when the market rallies, there's only a point that it gets to before it pushes back. Yeah, so there was a lot of profit taking. People were selling off to close profits before the market would turn on them. And then we have Trump coming in with his, you know, country of particular concern. Yes, there's also the global risk of, for international investors, September and October are like risk-off months for them.
Exactly.
So they pull off their assets from risky countries, and Nigeria currently is one of them. That's why we offer such a high premium for our Euro bonds, you know, our stocks, yes, to cover for that risk, yeah. So when those things happened as well, and then there was the tax, the CGT, yes. Yeah, so there was a lot of misconception about it. Yeah, some people were saying that, oh, once you invest, they're taking your money. Yes, it's going to start now. But it was not true. Yeah, so that also made people pull out. We had institutional investors selling off large volumes that moved the markets. We had foreign investors, you know, pulling out of the market. But then when some clarity was made about it, we saw some calm return to the market. Yeah, there was a day that the market did like 2.something%.
Exactly.
Yes. And then I think also the corporate earnings season, we know that September is the end of Q3. And as at October 31st, that's when all earnings reports for Q3 should come out, yes, according to the mandates by SEC and NGX. Yes. And then some countries, some companies rather, did not really post earnings as expected. We have like MTN and Airtel that had like below expectations, you know, they performed below expectations. So we saw investors also selling off in those stocks as well. Yeah. So those were some of the reasons, you know, that
before I let you go, because time is almost up now.
Yeah.
We saw Dangote Sugar Refinery coming up with their commercial paper last week. Out of the 500 billion, they brought out 100 billion. And we saw the push, the rush for it. Although the 400 billion is still there to be taken.
Yes.
But what do you make of that commercial paper? Because many companies are also, maybe they may also take advantage of that.
Okay, yeah, so we've been seeing a lot of commercial paper issuance recently. Like I said, the interest rate environment is very low. So companies are trying to get as much money as they can, you know, by paying low interest rates. Yes. Now, for a company like Dangote appeals to investors from all over the investors classes. Yes. So first of all, a lot of people are like, oh, Dangote very solid. You know, investing with Dangote is less risky compared to investing with other people. So they lock in their funds, and the rate that Dangote is offering compared to the rate you get in the market, yes, it's higher. And then Dangote Sugar, you know, as other Dangote businesses as well, is some kind of halal business. Yes, so we see a lot of, you know, Muslim halal investors as well trying to
get
buy. Yes, we have a lot of institutional investors because Dangote is a strong name, it's a household name, you know, it's a countrywide name. Everybody knows.
And one analyst told me that everybody consumes sugar on daily basis.
Exactly. So there is
taking their money there. But in less than 30 seconds, tomorrow by 2 p.m., CBN will announce either a rate cut or surprisingly they could even jack it up. But for you, what do you expect from CBN tomorrow?
Okay, so I expect a rate cut. Yes.
At what, 26?
No.
27.50?
No, so I'm looking at it 25 to 50 bips.
That's great. Yes. Because a lot of people didn't look at 25. A lot of people were like 26.50 or 26.
Yeah. You know, that's also possible. I mean, if not because of the season that we're in November, December, I would have said 100 to 200 bips.
That's deadly. Yes. That is interesting.
Yes.
but many people will see that a bit of risky. But let's leave it at that. Thank you so much, Noye, for coming on the show.
Thank you so much.
I've been speaking with Noye Obuma from Alpha 10 Investment Limited here in Abuja, giving us perspective on what will really happen tomorrow. And for Noye, 25, 50. Interesting. For me on this platform, I'll wait till 2 o'clock tomorrow to hear what CBN will do. But for me and my crew here, I want to say thank you for staying tuned to watching the Market Report on ADBN television. We have come to the end of today's show. My name is Adefolami Olamilekon. We'll come here with another exciting edition of the Market Report show. Stay out of trouble, but stay tuned to ADBN so that you can hear firsthand the breaking news on CBN PCE rate for fourth quarter 2025. Bye for now.
AD